Hello. This video is the assignment of the first of our discussion board assignments for the semester. So I'm going to walk you through the procedure for how to do this assignment, and I will present every discussion board assignment with a short tutelage of how to do it. So for this discussion board, obviously we've covered in Module 1. We've had several lectures about the sociological perspective of social problems, issues regarding conflict theory, symbolic interactionism, combining to create critical constructionism, and we've had some discussions about free will and human nature. So what I'd like you to do is please be sure within the discussion board 1 module to view the videos, not only my lecture videos that are required viewing before you can attempt this assignment, but also the videos that I've included there that are not mine regarding the topics of hegemony, determinism versus free will, and human nature. Please be sure that you've viewed these videos, taken some notes, you have a pretty good understanding of what they are before you tackle the discussion board assignment. So what I'd like you to do, discussion board 1 is titled "The Sociological Explanations for Social Problems." So what I'd like you to do is watch the evening news. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be evening. Watch a news broadcast. And please, in your discussion board, note exactly what date and time and the name of the news broadcast that you viewed. So it could be the local evening news. It could be a national broadcast. It could be a news special. Any of the news magazines that are on television. It could even be something you watch online, whether or not it's local or national news. But, please make sure it's about a half hour in length, or, specifically talks about at least one social problem in some detail. So identify that social problem. That's the subject of the broadcast. And then please provide an explanation of the topic from the viewpoint of either free will or human nature. Does this explanation of, as we've discussed them in class, fall short in regard to patterns of behavior regarding the topic of the newscast? So, in other words, you might see in a local broadcast where a person was arrested for robbery. Okay, and you might say, according to the free will explanation, please don't use this specific example, but according to free will, it would be said that this person purely decided to rob that convenience store, liquor store, whatever else it is, because they decided to do it. Or from a human nature standpoint, they decided to do it because, God created them that way, or it's just human nature to steal things. And then identify why that would be an issue, why that doesn't completely satisfy, for at least from a sociological perspective, an explanation for that social problem. And then in part 2, please identify that topic from a sociological standpoint, taking into account what we've talked about regarding critical constructionism, specifically, that combination of conflict theory and symbolic interactionism to explain the social problem. So in my previous example, you might say the explanation that why that person, robbed the bank is because they're lower class and they can't afford to feed their family, and they may have felt forced into a situation where there was no other opportunities afforded to them. And that from a critical constructionist standpoint, the elite in society want us to regard crime as something that the lower classes engage in, not because of financial necessity, but because that's what they want to do, etc. So that's an example. Please don't use that specific example. There's plenty of them out there, but you get the picture. Of course, looking at the discussion board rubric, besides content, which I've just described to you about how to complete the content of this, but also you must provide a minimum of 2 citations. Those could be citations, could be our textbook, could be from any of my video lectures, or it could be from any of the videos that I've looked at, or from other sources. But please make sure to present those in correct APA format. Again, that's detailed in the Start Here module, or you may ask for assistance from our embedded librarian. And then, of course, please submit these in a timely fashion so that not only is your post up, but then you can also take a look at other people's posts, because remember, the last part of the discussion board rubric is insightful feedback to other people. So please post yours so that people can provide you with feedback, and take a look at other people's discussion board posts and provide them with insightful feedback. Again, insightful, demonstrating to me you've read it, you've understood what they've had to say, that you're providing either some praise or support for them, but something more than good job. Or you may provide them with some critical feedback or disagree with something somebody said. However, of course, remember, please do it professionally and respectfully. Okay, if you have any questions, there's a discussion board post regarding discussion board 1, and you may contact me for any assistance that you may have, or see me in my office hours. Okay, thanks, and enjoy discussion board 1.